Hey dudes, today on Alan Teaches English, we're going to go over would, should, and could. When should you use them? How could you use them? And when would you use them? All today on Alan Teaches English. And we are back. Make sure you hit the subscribe link below so that every week you are updated with a new Alan Teaches English video. I will talk about everything from travel to the English language to American culture, American slang, because I am American. I know a little bit about French culture and a little bit about Spanish culture, but American culture is my thing. Also, if you like these videos, hit the like button. It helps me get more views. Share to the world the majesty, the magic of Alan Teaches English. It's magical here. Got my new chair, it's magical. Also, check me out on Cambly. Cambly is an app where you can talk to English speakers from all over the world. The UK, Canada, South Africa, Australia, all of these different places where you can hear different accents and, learn from a native speaker how to use the English language. And generally, you're just having natural conversations with these people, including myself. I'm on Cambly. Check me out, Alan Thomas. It's a great way to practice what you've learned. You're bringing all these inputs, vocabulary, grammar, all of these things, but you're not fluent until you're able to practice your output as well, which is, speaking and writing. More on, learning a language next week. I will go over all the things that I use when I'm studying French, when I was studying Spanish, and just some of these things that I've learned over time, learning multiple languages. Yeah, well, let's go to would, should, could. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-ba-na-ba-na. Ba-ba-ba. Ah-na-na-na-na. Okay, our first word is should. Probably the easiest word on our list today. So, 3 uses that you need to know. There are a million different grammatical uses for should, could, and would, with all of these explanations about the expressing the conditional mood, and it's an auxiliary verb, and all of these things, but you don't need to know all of that. The 3 ways of using should. 1, when you're giving advice, okay? For example, you should get your haircut. You look like a mess and you need to clean up. Get a haircut. You should never walk across the street without looking both ways first. Okay, so that's the first one, giving advice. The second one is making recommendations to somebody, okay? For example, you should listen to Khaled's song 11. That shit bumps hard, okay? And the third way you should use it is to talk about the probability of something happening. So, Google says that it should rain today, okay? More than likely, or an 80% chance that it is going to rain. Yeah, babe, I should be able to make it to dinner tonight on time. Our second word is the word could, okay? So could is the past tense form of can, right? I can ride a bicycle. I could ride a bicycle by the time I was 6 years old. Okay, so you are able to do something in the past. Okay, so that's the first way to use it. The second way to use it is to politely ask someone if they can do something, right? So, could you please open the door for the old woman that is behind you? It is rude not to open doors for elderly people. What are you thinking? Or, could you please get me something to drink? Okay, it's a much nicer way of asking somebody something, as opposed to using can. Can you please get me a glass of water? Can you please open the door? Can you please blah 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 blah? Right? Could. Oh, I'm an angel. Could you please do that? Okay. The third way, Alan, could you go to the store today and buy some milk? Yes, babe, I can do that. Right? So they're asking you, do you have the ability to go do something today? Yes, I can do that. Could you go to the store today? Yes, I can. Could you drink a gallon of milk? No, I cannot. Could you learn 5 languages in your lifetime? Yes, you can. And our last word is would. So would in particular is special among these 3 words, because if you look up the uses of would in Google and you look at the results, there are a million different grammatical rules and conditionals and things like that, like I mentioned earlier. But like I said in the beginning, I'm just going to give you 3 easy ways to use the word would. So would is the past tense of will. That may seem strange because, let me give you an example. I will run a mile today. Okay, so in the past, I wouldn't say I would run a mile or I would ran a mile. No. We don't really use it in the past tense to substitute for will. What we would do to use would in the past is to say, when I was 7, I would go to the store and buy some candy for a nickel, okay? Or in the past, I would have done this, but now I do that, okay? So when you say would, you're talking about things that you did in the past. I would do this 6 years ago, I would do that, etc., etc. Also, you use would to talk about the future in the past. For example, when I was 20, I would have told you were crazy if you told me that Donald Trump would be the president of the United States. That's absolutely crazy. I wouldn't have believed you then. Okay? And honestly, I wouldn't believe you now because I still don't believe it. But anyway, future in the past. She told me last year that she would have gone on a date with you, but you were really mean to her, and so she didn't want to. Okay, in the past, she would have in the future gone out with you, but in the past you were mean to her, so she no longer wanted to go on a date with you. Okay? And the third way to use would is to ask someone politely. Again, would you please open the door? Would you please pour me a glass of milk? Now, I may get in trouble for saying this because grammatically, would and could, when asking someone politely to do something, there should be a difference. But honestly, English speakers, we use these interchangeably. So, would you please open the door? Could you please open the door? Essentially, those mean the same things. Okay? Grammar sharks will say, no, could means you have the ability to do something, so you don't ask, could you please open the door, because obviously they can open the door. Or it's the same, in English. I've had teachers who will respond to this question. So I go, teacher, can I please go to the bathroom? And the teacher will go, can you go to the bathroom? Right? So they're questioning, do you have the ability to go to the bathroom? Well, obviously, everyone has the ability to go to the bathroom, right? But all of that doesn't matter. Could and would, when you're asking someone politely to do something, they're both the right way, okay? Use both of those words. English speakers will know what you're talking about. Don't worry about the grammar. Just say things correctly so that people can understand you. That's the key to learning any language. Just learn sentences and phrases and things to express what you want to say and have them understand you. Okay? I always try to remind my students, English speakers who speak it natively, it's their mother tongue, they are horrible with grammar. Okay? Grammar mistakes left and right, up and down. Doesn't matter who you speak to, they're going to make grammar errors. But they're speaking in their native tongue and they're still able to express what they want, who they want it from, when they want it. They're able to express it. So that's all that matters. Thanks, dudes, for watching this week's episode of Alan Teaches English. I'll be back next week with an episode on how to actually learn a language. Hit the subscribe button below. Let me know that you like what I am doing. Leave a comment, suggestions, video questions, anything. I'll answer them. And give me a big old thumbs up. Let me know. Let me know that I'm doing a good job here because I'm here for you. So, see you next week. Peace.